morning students. In this video we will solve questions of exercise 13.3. So we know that in a cone the curved surface area of the cone is given by pi RL. The total surface area is the curved surface area plus the area of the base, which is a circle. So it is pi RL plus pi r square, which can be written as, if we take out pi r common, pi r into L plus r. And since this, you can see it is a right angle triangle, so by Pythagoras theorem L square is equal to r square plus h square, or the slant height L is equal to under root r square plus h square. Now based on these formulae we start with the questions. In the first question the diameter is given to be 10.5 centimeters, so definitely the radius would be half of it, 10.5 by 2. Slant height is given to be 10 centimeters. We have to find out the curved surface area. So we know that curved surface area is pi RL. We substitute the values and we simplify it. So this you will do on your own, since you only have to substitute the values in the formula. In the second question, slant height is given to us as 21 meters and radius is half of the diameter, so 24 by 2, which is 12 meters. And we have to find out the total surface area of the cone. Again, total surface area is pi r into L plus r. We substitute the values of r and L in this formula and we do the calculations. So in this question also you only have to substitute the values in the formula and solve it. So this question also you will do it on your own. Now in the third question, the curved surface area of the cone is given to us as 308 centimeters square and the slant height is 14 centimeters. We have to find the radius and we have to find the total surface area of the cone. So we know that curved surface area of the cone is pi RL. We substitute the values. Curved surface area is 308 is equal to pi into r into L. We know these values. We substitute it and we have to find out the value of r. So we keep r over here and transpose all the remaining terms to left hand side. So this becomes 308 into 7 upon 22 into 14. 7 ones are 7 twos are 2 ones are 2 ones are 154. Then 11 twos are 11 ones are 11 fours are 2 ones are and 2 sevens are. So the radius comes out to be 7 centimeters. And in the second part of the question we have to find out the total surface area of the cone. So we know that total surface area of the cone is curved surface area plus pi r square. Curved surface area is given to us as 308 plus pi into r, we have already found out, r square. We simplify this, so this comes out to be 308 plus 154, which comes out to be of measure 462 centimeters square. So this is one of the answer and this is the other answer. Now in the fourth question, a conical tent is 10 meters high, so height is 10 meters and radius is 24 meters. We have to find out the slant height. So we know that L is equal to under root h square plus r square. We substitute the values of h and r and we simplify it. So this comes out to be under root 676, which is 26. So the slant height is of measure 26 meters. After that they are saying find the cost of canvas required to make the tent if the cost of 1 meter square canvas is rupees 70. So we know that if you have gone to any tent, the canvas is only along the curved surface area of the tent. It is not on the ground. You can never see the canvas on the ground. On the ground you can have the carpet, but the canvas is only along the curved surface area of the tent. So we find out the curved surface area first of all. We know that curved surface area of the cone is pi RL. We substitute the values. So R is 24 and L is 26. So this is the curved surface area of the cone. After that we have to find out the cost. So the required cost would be this curved surface area multiplied by the rate, because in the question it is given to us that 1 meter square costs rupees 70. So 22 by 7 into 24 into 26 meter square will cost this into 70. Now let us simplify this. 7 ones are 7 tens are. We solve this. So this comes out to be rupees 137280. So this is the required cost for canvas. Fifth question. What length of tarpaulin 3 meters wide will be required to make a conical tent of height 8 meters and base radius 6 meters? Assume that the extra length of material that will be required for stitching margins and wastage in cutting is approximately 20 centimeters and pi is given to us as 3.14 over here. So from this tarpaulin we have to make a conical tent. So definitely when we have to make the tent, we will find out the curved surface area of the cone, and curved surface area is pi r L. So first let us find out L. L we know is under root h square plus r square, which comes out to be under root 64 plus 36, that is L is under root 100, which comes out to be 10 meters. Now we find out the curved surface area of the cone. We know it is pi RL. We substitute the values. Over here pi is given to us as 3.14. So we will have to take this value only. If pi is not given to you, then you can take it as 22 by 7. So over here it is 3.14 into R into L is 10 meters. When we simplify this, so the curved surface area comes out to be 188.4 meters square. This is the curved surface area of the cone. Now we know that we have found out the curved surface area. Length would be equal to area upon the breadth or the width, because we know that area is equal to length into breadth. So length would be area, which we have found out, upon width in the question is given to us as 3 meters. So this is the length, which comes out to be 62.8 meters. But this is not the total length, because they are saying some extra length is required for stitching margins and wastage, and this extra length is given to us as 20 centimeters. So first of all we'll change it to meters. 20 divided by 100, which is 0.2 meters. So now we calculate the total length. The total length would be equal to 62.8 plus the extra length, which comes out to be 63 meters. So this is the required length. Sixth question. The slant height of the cone is 25 meters and radius is half of the diameter, so it is 7 meters. We have to find the cost of whitewashing the curved surface area at the rate of rupees 210 per 100 meters square. So first of all we calculate the curved surface area of the cone, which is pi r L. We substitute the values. It comes out to be 550 meters square. And then we have to find out the cost. So the required cost would be 550 into the rate is 210 per 100 meters square. So it would be into 210 upon 100. Because in the question it is given to us that for 100 meters square the cost is rupees 210. So for 550 meters square the cost would be 550 into 210 upon 100 by unitary method. No need to show this working. This is only done to make you understand. You can directly do it. So curved surface area into 210 per divided by 100. So this comes out to be rupees 1155. Seventh question. A joker's cap is in the form of a right circular cone of base radius 7 centimeters and height 24 centimeters. Find the area of the sheet required to make 10 such caps. You must have seen the joker's cap or the birthday party cap. It is hollow from the bottom. It is in the shape of a cone and it is hollow from the base. So when we have to find out the area of the sheet required for making the cap, it would be equal to the curved surface area of the cone. And we know that curved surface area of the cone is pi RL. So first of all, we need to find out the slant height L. L we know is under root h square plus r square. We substitute the values and we simplify it. So this comes out to be under root 625. So therefore under root 625 is 25. So therefore the slant height is 25 centimeters. Now we substitute the values over here. Pi r is 7 into L is 25. 7 and 7 gets cancelled. So this comes out to be 550 centimeters square. This is the area of sheet required for one cap. But how many caps we have? We have 10 caps. So therefore area of sheet required for 10 caps would be equal to 550 into 10, which comes out to be 5500 centimeter square. In the 8th question, a bus stop is barricaded from the remaining part of the road by using 50 hollow cones made of recycled cardboard. Each cone has a base diameter of 40 centimeters. So radius would be half of it, 40 by 2, that is 20 centimeters, and height 1 meter. Height is given to us as 1 meter. If the outer side of each of the cones is to be painted and the cost of painting is rupees 12 per meter square, then what will be the cost of painting all these cones? And the value of pi is given to us as 3.14 and it is given to us as that under root 1.04 is given to us as 1.02. So since it is a hollow cone and if it has to be painted, so we will paint it along the curved surface area of the cone. So we will find out the curved surface area. Curved surface area is pi r L. So first of all we need to find out L. L is under root h square plus r square. But here height is in meters whereas radius is in centimeters. So both should be converted to the same unit. Either you can convert both to centimeters or both to meters. But let us look at the cost. The cost of painting is rupees 12 per meter square. So it would be better if we change radius into meter. So 20 centimeters would be 20 upon 100, which is 0.2 meters. This is the radius. And then we substitute the values h square plus r square. We solve this. So this comes out to be under root 1.04. And in the question, the value of under root 1.04 is given to us as 1.02. So this is the slant height. So we find out the curved surface area of one cone, which is pi RL. Pi is given to us as 3.14 into R is 0.2 into L is 1.02. But how many cones we have? We have 50 cones. So curved surface area of 50 cones would be this value into 50. So it comes out to be 3.14 into 0.2 into 1.02 into 50. And then we have to find out the cost of painting. So therefore the required cost is this is in meter square, and the cost is rupees 12 per meter square. So we multiply this value with 12. So 3.14 into 0.2 into 1.02 into 50 into 12, because the rate is given to us as rupees 12 per meter square. Now we solve it. So on solving this, the value, when you solve it, the costs comes out to be rupees 384, cost is rupees 384.336, or which can be written as, this is nearly equal to rupees 384.34. Either you can leave the answer till here, or if you want you can round it out up to 2 decimal places. But make sure, children, that you do the calculations yourself. Okay, because in exams the values can be changed. So make sure that you do the calculations yourself and then verify the answer from the video. Now let us do example 6. A corn cob, somewhat shaped like a cone, has the radius of its broadest end as 2.1 centimeters and the length or the height is given to us as 20 centimeters. So corn cob is basically a bhutta which you eat. Bhutta in English is known as a corn cob. It is shaped somewhat like a cone. They are saying if each 1 centimeter square of the surface of the cob carries on an average of 4 grains, find how many grains you would find on the entire cob. So over here, if you see the corn cob, the grains of corn are along the curved surface area of the cone. So we will have to find out first of all the curved surface area. For curved surface area we need the slant height. So first of all, let us find out the slant height. So always remember, first you have to write down the formula and then substitute the values in the formula. So L is under root h square plus r square. So this becomes 20 square plus 2.1 whole square, which on solving gives us as 404.41 centimeters. And you calculate the square root of this. You have studied in class 8th by long division method. You find out the square root of this 404.41. You find out the square root. So L comes out to be 20.11 centimeters. Now we find out the curved surface area of the corn cob or the cone, which is pi RL. We substitute the values, pi into r into L. So this on solving comes out to be 132.726 centimeters square, which can be written as 132.73 centimeters square on rounding it off up to 2 decimal places. This is the curved surface area of the corn cob. Now number of grains on 1 centimeter square surface is given to us as 4. In the question it is given to us that there are 4 grains on 1 centimeter square surface of the corn cob. So therefore number of grains on how many centimeter square we have? 132.73 centimeter square surface would be 132.73 multiplied by 4, which on solving gives us 530.92. This is the number of grains, but the number of grains can definitely not be in decimals. So we can round it off up to 531 grains. So this is the final answer, that the cob has on an average 531 grains.